What is going on, everybody? We are in effect, as always. It's the one and only Q from Retro Q Gaming, back at it yet again, as always. And we are going to continue on with our playthrough of the Secret of Mana Remake for 2018. Now, we're pretty stonk in this game. We're almost done. And what we are going to do in this particular stream is we are going to finish this game. All we have to do is head to the Mana Fortress and deal whatever needs to be done. Now we are going to do one or two things slightly different towards a bit into the stream, but we'll deal with those when we get to it. Because we still have a long way to go through this place. You don't just waltz into the Mana Fortress and get it taken care of in 2 seconds flat.
Your turn, no?
There was curiously a patch for this game. Wow, this isn't going well. There's a patch for this game today, and no info on what it actually did. But it doesn't seem to be working too well. But at the same time, we're gonna go ham with our skill ups and whatnot. And of course, you probably noticed it in the stream description as well. Yes, once we finish this game tonight, we will be having a review live in the credits as we go. If the NPCs would not get stuck, it would be very nice. I swear this new patch made the hit detection worse. We got our first steps and first look inside the actual Mana Fortress. Luckily we can steamroll a lot of the stuff. Wow, they're already given... It's very strange that, given the fact that it's a modern remake, all the areas are so much smaller, which is really weird to me. Like this area we're in now, and the one we just came from, is all one big area in the original. Yeah, again, this should all still be one big area. I find that really strange. You think they'd have less limitations? The big one we want to get rid of is the head, because he spawns more ninjas. Look, another area. This confuses me so much. That's going to be kind of annoying, that everything is broken into one area. Or everything is broken down into smaller areas. Like this will probably be another zone. Yep. To give everyone an idea, so far, everything we've seen since we've come inside the Mana Fortress is all one giant area. back in the Super Nintendo. Which is just exceptionally strange to me. And I have a feeling that at the bottom of this screen there's going to be another loading zone now, when there previously wasn't. Yeah, it's still one big area in the Super Nintendo. Now we don't want to go across just yet. That's the strangest change of all things in this game so far. Charger. We'll only go level 2. We're not gonna go something nuts. Those upgraded werewolves, though, they can be very dangerous. Now, despite what you're about to see here, because this door here is going to be a zone, all of this, up until this point, is all one big area of the Super Nintendo. There is a zone line right there. Oh my god, I moved it. That just came out of nowhere. Oh, hey, Moogled again. Wait a minute. Why did that not un-Moogle me? Unless I got hit by it again. Okay, that's better. That fixed it.
Healing power of Unbeat. Pure water. Base.
Big thing about taking out the heck hounds first is that they can actually spawn. Remember the pinkish red wolves, the beast zombies? They can spawn them. They're not hard, it's just another enemy. Now, like I mentioned previously, that there's one or two things we're going to do a little different, but even though, having said all that, we will be finishing the game in the stream tonight. There's going to be 2 exceptions. Kind of. We call them 1.5 exceptions. The first one is the big one. Well, is that the big one? I don't know, you could look at it whatever way you want. The first one, I'm not going to get into just yet. Because I'll wait till it makes a little bit more sense. You're dead? Okay, there you go. But the second one is that if we do get a secret level weapon orb, we will be going back out to save it. Because those are rare. You wouldn't want those. You want those permanently and forever. Very long, it won't fit. Lovely. Luna, that's gonna be crazy though. These crabs can actually drop one of the orbs. Oh, that's good that we got a chest. I forgot about something. Let me see. Just analyzer on the bad boy. Retain the javelin orb. That is amazing. We got one right off the bat. Also, that little switch there is a troll. Now, let's go and have a look. So, it's red. That probably means we have the ultimate one, because we already have the 8, and that one is red. So that is absolutely beautiful. We already have one rank 9 orb. That's absolutely what we want. I don't know if they tweaked it or adjusted it or anything in the remake, but those are rare as you wouldn't believe in... I was going to say rare as Jesus in the original. Across we go. We even got level 8 on the sword yet. No, we haven't. Okay. Thought it was a nice one for a second. Trapped them both in. Get the two of them same time. Oh, double crit. Oh, all the way up until that door we just came. Oh wow, into a second ago. All of that was one giant area in the Super Nintendo. But yet it was broken into how many rooms? Crits for days. Oh, we got ourselves a mini boss. How many of these are we going to run into?
Light the way, Lumina. Lucid beam.
Oh, what a time to level up. He is weak. He's a vampire. We've already fought a vampire. We know they're weak against light. And she's absolutely destroying him with it.
Lucid beam. Light the way, Lumina.
King Vampire.
Lucid beam.
They changed his name. Used to be an old fun on fucking vampires there, where one of the vampires in the game was called Buffy.
Light the way, Lumina. Lucid beam.
All too easy. It's weird, I've been fine all day. As soon as I start streaming and talking, I'm coughing. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm dying. No orb. Oh, this one is also going to be weird. It's going to be, it's another area that's going to be broken into hundreds of small parts. I'm going to take the long way around, just to show it off a little bit more.
No way.
Come on, get him. Beautiful. I was just thinking in the last room about actual level ups because I didn't want to use the fairy walnut. Oops, went a bit early. I swear it never happens. Actually, we need to check the magic as well. Salamander was 5, Gnome was 7. Dryad 0. Yeah, Dryad's not the most useful. And yes, so far, all of this, including where we're about to go into, is all one big room in the Super Nintendo. God damn it! And we had the orb too. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We have autosave. Our autosave should save our orb. As long as we load the right one. The Mana Fortress one. Yeah. Perfect. I just want to re-emphasize one thing. That this game has crashed more times in the few days it launched than my actual Super Nintendo copy has in, what, like 25 years? So, yeah. GG, Square Enix. GG. Just wanted to re-emphasize that. We're going to cross. You can actually see it much better if you look at the map, the mini map in the top right corner. You can see it's all still one big area.
Let's do this. Dark foot.
It just occurred to me. Now we see why they included an autosave. Because the game is buggy as crap. I remember for the first little while, I thought we were going well. Because we didn't have any major bugs or glitches or crashes or anything. There was a few small ones, but there didn't seem to be anything crazy. Of course, I spoke too soon and it started going off the chain. still one big area, by the way. Basically, everything up until a giant teleporter in like all the areas is one single zone.
Lucid beam.
Oh, I think I saw a chest. Yeah, let's see what's in it. A vampire cave. Not bad. So a vampire cave is good. It is some body armor that is dropped only and slightly better than our vampire cape. It's not the best body piece. Also, it can only be equipped with a sprite and a girl, but it's not the best body piece that they can equip. That comes later. We hope. Oh, don't let him... Oh, no. Just kill everything. Burn it all down. Now, we did skip one little area down the bottom that you could also come from the start. But we don't hugely need to worry about that because it's still just a dead end. It's like a different way to where we got anyway, with an alternate offshoot dead end. Hey, the shortcut's still there. You can just walk over that instead.
Come, Salamando.
The absolute cheesiest way to just level up ever so slightly. Why are they stuck up there running? Zone, yeah. This is all still one area in the Super Nintendo. This is where the area actually does change. Because there's a boss. So it makes sense it would have to change. The Dread Slime.
Analyzer.
I wonder if it's still an absolute nightmare to deal with. His weakness is shade, and of course our shade is a terribly low level.
Let's do this.
It looks like they did fix him though, because we can actually walk inside him and attack. In the old versions, you were actually stuck on the outside of him. You couldn't reach in. But he is kind of taking the piss out of us with how evasive he is. Level 2. That's going to be handy for one of the final bosses of the game.
Let's do this.
This one might take a while. Actually, it's getting better with the level up. I'm going to hit him with a high level weapon skill. Yeah, that did a decent amount. Although the charge time on it was a bit rough. Who knows, maybe we'll even get another skill up during the fight. I doubt it. Where are we? Oh he's still on attack. He's pushing us all over the place. We gotta time everything.
Shane, he needs your help. Win. Dark Force. Analyzer.
Right, he's over half dead. It missed. I charged up a level 4 and it missed.
Let's do this. Dark Force.
I can't believe it. The NPCs are actually landing attacks and getting crits. He missed again.
Shane, he needs your help. Dark Force.
Okay, I give up. I give up on those charged attacks. They just miss every time.
Shane, he needs your help. Healing power of Undeep. Dark Force. Pure water.
But at the same time, I can't even get him in normal attacks.
Let's do this. Dark Force.
26.
Let's do this.
Work it.
Dark Force. Shane, he needs your help. Dark Force. Shane, he needs your help. Dark Force.
I really should have leveled up Shade a lot more during the main story.
Shane, he needs your
Him
help.
and Dryad are the two I don't usually level up as often.
Let's do this.
That's the
Dark Force. Analyzer.
Oh, level 3. I didn't think we'd see that during this fight. 89 health. Right, watch this miss. Oh my god, it hit him. Defeat the Dread Slime. Right, mini boss 2 of the fortress out of the way. Oh, another zone line? Now we have the upgraded ninjas. These ones we have to be really careful of. These are actually really strong. You can do some serious damage.
Light the way, Lumina! Lucid beam!
Chocolate. Not that we need it. Oh, that's going to be another zone line. Yeah. That baffles me so much. It feels like so many steps backwards. Mace Menace. That's weird. They're usually called Terminators. Also, they changed the design of that room. You should only be able to go over from the left side. Yeah, look at the mini-map. There's a little bit missing here, but you can walk across for some reason. Oh well, we nailed it outright, one hit. Can we sneak? No. See, they do hit relatively hard, and they can get you in a big combo pretty quickly. His chest is exceptionally good though. No, it's not in this case because it's a damn Doom crab. A chest from those can usually be exceptionally good because they actually drop the best possible arm piece in the game. Oh, we got our first level 8 weapon. This is going to be a long time charging, but we're going to do it. We're going to blast this level 8 weapon skill for the first time. 6. 7. We're just about there. Being attacked. There we go. Just completely obliterated most of what it hit. Even if it took a while to charge up. Wasn't really worth it, to be honest.
Water. Pure water. Thanks.
And yeah, since we zoned in from the second boss in here, still all one original big area. I don't know which is more deadly. Well, that's a mimic. We didn't even hit it. Oh, cool, 3 enemies. Yes! I was gonna say, 3 enemies you can't respawn into respawn somewhere else. Naturally, we take out the master first. He's the one that's going to cause problems. Randy's a lean, mean crit machine. I know it's because of his weapon, but still. Doesn't make it any less impressive.
Lights away!
I mean, you're not going to rag on Chrono for getting mad crits with the Rainbow Blade. Or are you? I don't know. Maybe you're just a hater. Oh, I just realized we got we checked out our weapon skills so we can change. We'll move him over to the sword, or the spear. Well, at least the sprite being stuck actually did something useful. I love how they're basically like mini helicopters. They can spin their maze so well and so fast that they can actually hover and fly drop the chest. Fairy ring, perfect. Now, who am I? I'm gonna give myself the fairy ring. Mainly because I'll be on the front lines the entire time. Look at that, it makes us immune to balloon, pigmies. Pigmy, it sounds such a weird word to say. I know it's to do with like pygmy and pigmentation, but anyway, poison, confuse, and it's overall slightly better than what we have. I can upgrade one of them to an imp's ring. But that's good. The fairy ring, that is the best arm piece you can get in the game. So let's get 2 more of those. We are home free.
Healing power of Undine. Pure water. Thanks.
Now, Tree Master Ninjas. This can go very wrong very quickly. One down, that's a good start. Come on, drop those treasure chest there, Master Ninja. Yeah, or don't, screw you. The cool thing about the Mana Fortress, it's actually really easy to skill up Shade. Because between the Whimpers, the yellow floating eyes, and the Terminators here, you can just spam Shade because you're weak against it. And a fairy crown, absolutely beautiful. Now, that is just what we needed. So you might remember that we already have the Griffin Helm for the guide for Randy, which is the best headpiece he can get in the game. Well, the fairy crown is the best headpiece that the sprite and the girl can get in the game. So we're picking up some sweet swag. Oh yeah, I should also mention, remember when we came out of where the second boss was, after we killed the giant slime? All the way from there to right here, because there's a teleporter there, is all one big zone. One big area, no loading screens or zoning or anything in between it. Now, we're not going in there right now, because we have that Javelin Orb, and the Javelin Orb is sacred. That's the kind of thing we need to save the game with.
Let's do this. Dark Force.
And there's a reason why I fought my way up to this point to actually get it done. Because remember earlier I said there was something that I wouldn't get into just yet? Well, I didn't want to ruin that there was 2 bosses there. So they're out of the way completely now. So if we go back out and save it, it's saved with the bosses out of the way. and on our next way through, it will be time to finish the game. We're just heading right back to save it and upgrade our weapon, and then we're coming straight back in to finish the game. The only exception will be if we get an orb, in which case I'll go straight back out and save it again, and then come back in and finish it. If we get better armor and stuff, I'm still just going to finish it, because armor is inconsequential in the sense that it has a much higher drop rate and it's way less rare than an orb. We got a whip skill up for 7 though. Okay, there's an 8 level that we actually have one. And a vampire cape, that's also good because she needs one. Remember, the vampire cape is not the best body piece for them in the game, but it's certainly an upgrade over what they already had.
Let's do this. Dark Force.
I'm always so sickened when I kill the guy in the middle there, and he drops a treasure chest. There's an old school theory for this game. Oh, I didn't mean to attack everyone. But yeah, there's an old school theory that if you scan an enemy with an analyzer, it increases the chance they drop a treasure chest. I don't believe it myself.
Let's do this. Dark Force.
This is one of those old interesting fan theories. Come on, crab, die. Oh, that means one more kill and Sprite will level up. It's great that they all level up together, it's perfect.
Light the way, Luna. Lose your feet.
You get murdered with all sorts of magic. I love how the ninjas, because they're ninjas, can like hide behind a sheet of glass or a sheet of invisibility. It looked like a sheet of glass, see-through glass, but you couldn't see them. Or it would be a reflective mirror in the original.
Takes more than that.
Beat 220, he just nailed me straight out with that. So much damage. Now, I mean, realistically, I could technically skip all these, but the experience never hurts. As well as the weapon skill ups and the magic skills. Because you never know when we might just randomly get an orb that we need to turn back and progress on for the future. Your defender's not going to help you here.
Let's do this.
By the time he's done buffing himself up, we'll already have him half dead. See? I was gonna say I don't feel like curing, because we can just get it back to level up, but that's probably gonna be a while.
Pure water. Bang!
Oh great, I got it. We're gonna use Evil Cave, that's right. Just because why not? We haven't really used it. And it did shit all damage. This is why we use Dark Force. Candy though. That was no good. It's a shame the chest didn't come from the Terminator. I'm still just gonna call them Terminators because I've been doing it for 20 years. Let's push you back up towards where everyone else can hit. Because my characters are so smart, clearly.
Today, Lucid
So second boss is still gone, as you saw. So all we need to do is just get back out. In fact, I wonder, is this... No, see, it still doesn't work in here in the remake. I wanted to see if they'd made it a little bit more accessible. But hey, they probably don't expect many people to like farm and grind here for this stuff. Even though you kind of have to. Can't get anywhere else. Oh, I can't attack the basilisk. Okay, I think I realized why they made the areas all zones and stuff to like real quick and real close together. It's because your AI is so stupid that it gets caught everywhere and it gets a chance to respawn. That's my theory and I'm sticking to it.
Lucid beam.
Although, actually, now that I think about it, I can show you that new area that we skipped on the way here, since we went a different direction. Oh yeah, I know what you're thinking. It's going to be absolutely riveting. That's going to be the most exciting area in the entire game. Well, my friends, you may or may not be entirely wrong. What do we find down here? Mystery? Intrigue? all sorts of emptiness. It's so weird to see axe level 5 in the very last place. But anyway, let's look.
Let's do this.
Okay, I just realized this place is probably broken into 4 or 5 small areas because why not? She really needs to level up a little bit more with Lumina. Another vampire cave. Now we actually have 3 of those, but we only need 2. Technically you don't even need 2, but you can only use 2. Which is a little bit of a shame. Because those heads also drop an orb. But of course it's not dropping us the orb. Throw some shade in his eye. Damn wolves. Must be a furry stream in here. Oh, beautiful. We got a second fairy ring. Where are we? Using the wrong one. Okay, I'm already wearing the fairy ring. I'm gonna give it to the girl. So one more fairy ring and we have everyone completely decked out with the best arm gear there is. It's epic when you get bored of them. Drop something good. Drop chest. Well, you know, drop chest. Right, go on the corner. Get him. Hammer them all at once. It's working. The last one. And of course, when you come back in, since all the bosses will be gone, all the switches and all should still be hit. Unless they change that too.
Let's do this.
I don't know why I went a long way. Almost out. And barring any unforeseen orbs, will be done in no time. Oh, he spawned an imp at the last second. Not the last one.
Let's do this. Dark foot.
Oh, the fuse got moving. Terrible, man. Oh, she's back. I think these can drop orbs too. No, chocolate. Well, I think they can, I just don't think we got it. Oh, he's gonna wreck me. Oh, he's gonna highlight the moon saber. Whoa, look at that, it's bad. You see what I mean? How much damage he can just instantly do.
Healing power of ice. Pure water.
And because that was a moon saber, he got all that back as hell. Let's give us a chance to use
Let's go.
Dryad though, instead of a couple wishes.
Revivifier.
Revivifier, what a name.
Water. Pure water.
I always called it Revivifier. So it will stay Revivifier.
Life.
And he's not even a proper word. Get him. Oh, let him spawn. Oh, okay, he's going on fast. Drop that exploder. Come on, attack anyone. Like, literally anyone. Because they were just, see, they were just standing around him doing nothing. Oh, they got the level up. Oh, that's right. He was dead for 1 or 2 enemies.
Light the way, Lumina! Lucid beam!
There's his level up. So it's still basically 1 enemy. Alrighty then.
There.
Now, to keep it fair and to keep it 10 by 10, 100, when we come back up, we're going to go and save it right now. So here we go. We're saving it in Kakara. We're going to rest. We're going to save. And we are going to upgrade
Pass out from this heat.
our weapon, our pole dart to its final, ultimate,
Which weapon is ready for reforging?
super mega God mode rose blue ascended Kaioken form. The dragon dart is ascending to weapon maxed out. It doesn't tell us what it is, but weapon maxed out. It is the Valkyrian. So when we go back up there,
One night is 50 GP. Stay.
we're going to fight only the necessary enemies. I was going to run through the whole thing and skip everything, but no.
Ice Country sure was accurately named.
Like a winter wonderland with all those chunks of ice and frozen trees. Really cold, though. I used to play in the winter part of the forest when I was little, but I was still frozen. Your nose was frozen, and you were sniffing up a storm. Look who's talking, Red Nose.
Red Nose.
You had icicles dripping from your nose. It's funnier now than at the time.
If only we'd had an ice shaver. We could have made enough shaved ice to last a year. My specialty is the rainbow mix of all flavors in one.
The rainbow mix.
Maybe I'll open up a shop. Who would want to eat shaved ice in that weather?
No, you sell it here, obviously.
I hadn't thought of that.
We've got Flamey.
But now that you mention it, my whole mouth felt numb after just a few bites.
So you did eat the snow. Shaved ice is better in hot climates.
See? We transport loads of it over here.
Oh, well then I'll just bring the snow down to somewhere warmer. How will you manage that? The snow will melt on the way.
We'll figure something out. We have Undyne.
But if no one wants to eat shaved ice when it's cold and I can't take it with me somewhere warmer, what am I supposed to do about my shop?
You can figure it out.
For the ages.
Our good old save game. Actually, you know what? We've already seen the proper battle all the way up to the point of no return. So we've seen the proper version. We fought our way there at least once.
There.
And just so it doesn't get to the point where we make it halfway through, we get an orb, we come back, we make it halfway through, we get an orb, we come back. We're going right to the last boss. We are going to finally sort out this Mana Fortress. Although it's really annoying trying to do this with all these like little zone areas.
No way!
Square Enix, whoever was designing this game and came up with that idea, they are terrible and they should feel bad. Your design is bad and you should feel bad. Something that was not an issue 20 something years ago. I want to say 25. 1993 is in my mind for some reason. On a limited 16-bit console, should not pose any type of restriction. On a 2018 Beast Mode PC. Or just for the sake of it, a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 4 Pro. We all know the Vita handles this game like crap, but you see my point. I noticed that some of these places as well don't have a mini-map. Like the one we were just in a second ago, no mini-map. I don't understand why. Now the actual movable thing takes effect. I will kill these just because they're in my way. Watch me get an orb out of it now. Although I'm pretty sure shapeshifters don't drop an orb, but I think the wolves do. It's funny when you take into consideration the amount of time I've played this on the Super Nintendo. I have made this trip back and forth more times than I can count. Between every time I've played the game, every time I've made a grind run, every time I've actually finished the game. It's a lot of runs. Move! Move, ninja! Almost there. I want to say 1, 2, 3 more screens? So here's 1, 2... No, it'll be 4. And then the 5th one would be the teleporter room. So there's 1, 2.
No, not this.
See, she just got completely wrecked by the wolves. They just destroyed her in like seconds.
Thanks.
We're gonna get everyone weapon sorted as well. I know it's not his perfect weapon to use, but it is a maxed out one. You see that's what he just took a single hit from a master ninja, and it did half his health.
Pure water. Thanks.
Watch now, the one enemy I do kill here will drop it. Oh my god. We'll drop an orb, I can feel it. Just to mess with me. Okay, we don't need to worry about it. Remember what this room is? We fought Zombie Geshtar. Here he is.
Dyluck!
He who controls the Mana
You've
Fortress.
come so far, but you are too late. My current body is at its limit. I need another worthy vessel to house my spirit.
That's why you want to
If
die.
I were to take any normal human, my awesome power would tear it apart.
They never told us what's
But
special
every
about Dyluck,
few
though.
decades, there is one born in the shadow of darkness. A human capable of augmenting my powers beyond comprehension. Dyluck is one such human. His dark powers
One
were
such human.
sealed as a child. Now he possesses a foolishly naive sense of justice.
So that's why he was such a gallant knight.
But no matter. With his body, I will use the Mana Fortress to rule the world. It is time. This body is withering.
He's out of his last
I
seconds.
must possess my vessel now.
We need to just stop him.
Dyluck, you can't let him do this. Resist him.
Why don't we do something about it? Oh, there we go. I spoke too soon.
Body, my body cannot last. It's falling apart. Help!
So after all that, he's still limited
Fool!
by his own frail body.
Dyluck! Dyluck, can you hear me?
What? Where am I?
How good this new body
Oh, he got into it.
What power! Now the world is mine for the taking!
We were too late. We didn't stop him.
No! Not Dyluck! You give him back right now! You can't just steal someone's body!
My dear, I can do anything I want. Behold, your beloved Dyluck. Huh? I can't move!
Wasn't successful.
Can you hear me? It's really me, Dyluck. You must listen to me. My connection won't last for long. Thanatos is too strong, and I know how to defeat him.
He's fighting him back.
Thanatos was once an ancient sorcerer who sold his soul to Mavolia in exchange for eternal life. His spirit is eternal, but his body decays. When his mortal body grows weak, he must find a new host. And with each new host, his spirit grows darker as it feeds on hatred and destruction.
The age old. He gets more and more powerful as he goes on, consuming
silence.
souls and bodies.
I'm sorry. This goodbye. But I have to do this. Please, take care of her.
He's going out like the true
Dyluck, no!
gallant knight he
No,
is.
stop! You can't!
He knows that to continue on and save the world, delivering justice, he has to do what he has to do.
Impossible! Not when I'd finally cultivated the perfect vessel! I can't survive like this! I have no alternative! You must relinquish your bodies to me!
Oh, he's gonna try to take ours. It's not happening. This is his true form, the Dark Lich.
Don't move!
Because, no, it's not Lich. I don't know why people call it that. Oh, how convenient. He's got 6666 HP. His weakness is Lumina. Well, we've been working on that, haven't we?
Having trouble?
Light the way, Lumina! Lucid beam!
Magic's level 8. Real battering though.
Light the way, Lumina!
Power of light beats his
Lucid beam!
underworld darkness. And we got a skill up. It's going to do even more. From in around 550. Let's see what we have next. Only slightly more. From 550 to 576. But it's still going to rip my heart. I haven't been counting how much he's doing. We're just gonna keep going until he dies. Banished forever. I do want to say that this is also an extremely poor remix of the original song.
Give me your strength.
It feels completely all over the place and just out of whack in the remix. Crit, he's almost dead.
What preserving?
Higma's Glare. Yeah, no one's gonna level up there anyway. Oh, 158. We can kill him in like a couple of hits. Oh, you know what? Actually, we'll kill him with someone else's magic. We'll drop a fireball on him. Oh, so close. It didn't do enough. Drop a level 7 Earth Slide. Ooh. Defeat all monsters. Achievement unlocked. As well as defeat the Dark Lich. I hate pronouncing that properly. It's like Dark Lich. The seal on Dryad's magic is gone. That's right, she said some of her magic was sealed. Her mana magic.
Hey. Oh no. We gotta get out now.
That's right. The mana fortress is gonna crash. It's got no one in charge.
What's wrong?
I'm okay. Just dizzy. Forget about me. We got bigger fish to fry. We gotta run!
Out we go.
So that's a mana beast?
Oh, they can see the
He looks
beast.
like Flammy.
Well, I guess Flammy and his kind are mana beasts themselves.
Come on! We gotta hurry before that great mana beast destroys any more than it already has.
It's also flamey, not flammy. We haven't seen a cutscene in a while.
Bro? Do it!
I can't! I just can't hurt the mana beast. Do you understand what will happen if I destroy it? Only that beast can bring mana back to the world.
And do you understand what will
Without it, mana will cease to exist.
happen if you don't? The
That
world would
means-
cease to exist.
Without any mana, sprites will disappear. You'll disappear.
What?
I'm right, aren't I? How can you ask me to do this?
That's right. Wasn't it his grandpa that said it?
Oh, come on. It's not like I'm gonna die or anything. My world of sprites and elementals will just be separated from this one. It means I won't see you again. Look, if we don't stop the mana beast, the world is finished, right? Don't worry about sprites. Plants, animals, people, and sprites won't stand a chance with the mana beast out there. Got it?
That's right, he already
You
said it.
wield the mana sword. It's your job to save the world.
If the two of them clash,
Can't run away from this.
it's gonna take out
Promised
the
your
world.
mother. Remember the mana tree? Don't worry. It'll be okay.
If you're sure.
I'm sure he's sure.
Duh. Weren't you listening? Let's get going.
Still himself in all this. Like, duh. Here we go. Let's stop this mana beast.
Take up the sword. We'll cast our mana magic on it. Then the true mana sword will appear.
We need everyone with some MP.
Thanks.
There he is. The mana beast. Let's get a quick analyzer on him.
Analyzer.
Didn't seem to want to work. Always lobbing fireballs at us.
I'm ready.
Oh, we couldn't even dodge it. Oh, he's coming right for us. In the meantime, let's get this mana magic.
Mana, we need you. Mana power.
Let's unlock the true form of the mana sword. Here we go. True mana sword unlocked. Mana sword restored. We can actually do some serious damage to this guy. You can't actually damage him if you don't have the mana sword. With the mana magic. Oh, there goes the magic. Of course, the amount of time it lasts is proportionate to the level of both people's dryad.
Mana, we need you.
And well, we're both level 0. There it is, look at the picture. Mana sword. Considerably stronger than everything else we have.
Water. Pure water.
Of course, it's probably got to run out again before it gets here. Yeah, there it goes.
I'm ready.
In the old Super Nintendo version, you could time a spell or time an item use on when something was going to hit you in here. Like, say, right now when he's flying or when he's shooting a fireball. And you could actually avoid the damage. Personally, I would either use a spell or I would use something like the Moogle Belt. Because that was free to use the entire time. Right, perfect timing. Let's take him down. Come on, Mana Beast. You may be big, you may be ugly, you may look a lot like Flamey. You almost look like a winged Final Fantasy behemoth. Kind of looks like a cross between a behemoth and like Tiamat or Bahamut or Vertra or whatever. Come on, come at me. Fireball time. Toss a cure spell out just for the sake of it. Keep us up high.
Pure water.
He's actually cast wall, so we can't check out how much HP he has left. But that doesn't matter, because we have a mana sword. We can keep hacking away at him, whether it kills us. Oh no, we went too early and missed. Best you can do. Come back and fight like a man. Or a mana beast. I don't know why I'm charging this up. Oh well, I guess actually that would work. Even though it will only probably do like 3 nines. But still. Oh no, it wore off and I was holding the button.
Mana, we need you.
Here we go. Mana sword. And he is down. 1 hit and everything. The mana beast is defeated. Have we saved the world?
What? No! They're gone. They couldn't even say goodbye.
Not them too.
The battle was goodbye. You said it before you went in to the battle.
I'll never forget you. Ever.
Me neither. Or Dialogue. We have to be strong, like they were. We have to survive.
The Mana Beast is turning into... snow.
A physical manifestation of mana returning to the earth. And there we have it. The Secret of Mana project. Completed the remake of the greatest game of all time. Now, there's still stuff going on during the credits, so there is going to be a review of the game, which I will do live on stream here in a moment. But we're going to look at some of the credits here first, and what's going on in the credits. I don't recognize any of those names. But what I do think is interesting is that we're taking all our trips. Whoa, Genghis Studebaker, what a name. We're going all the way through everywhere. Meeting everyone that helped us along the way to save the world. Still don't recognize any of those names. So anyway, we had Chrissy and Resistance in Northtown, Sage Jock in his place on top of the mountains. The new crew of the sand ship. We also had Gemma and Taznica. We got Santa and Rudolph back in the ice country. I'm curious to see if any of the various English voices were there. I thought I heard one of them at some point, but let's see. Chris Cassenbrook, Corey D. No, still don't see any of. Although I'm pretty sure Erica Harlisher is from Persona 5. But let's see what else we got. No, I'm still not seeing anyone I know there. But I do think Erica Harlisher might be Anne from Persona 5. The witch is being chased by her chairs. almost not poetic, but it's almost Fantasia-like. The Canon Travel Bros. Watts is heading back into his workshop in Gaia's Naval. Hey, Q Studios! Apparently I helped work on this game. And there's Nico in his little shop. We're back to Pandora. There's Pamela. Will she leave us? She has a life to live now, after all. Nope, she's staying. Back to the Water Palace. Sage Luca, one of the few people who ever start their journey, her and Gemma. We're allowed back into POTUS Village. Since we restored mana, all the beasts are gone from the world, the village is safe. It makes sense they'd let us back in. Okay, so the credits are done slightly differently in this version of it, so now is the perfect time to give the live review of the game. Usually I don't do reviews of games, but because this is a remake of my favorite game of all time, I felt it was only fair and appropriate to do. So with the remake of Secret of Mana 2018, what do I think about it and do I recommend it? Well, the story is overall the same. There's very, very, very little change. There's only really one or two little extra additions in there, so you can't really say that. The actual story is still the same, so I can't fault them on that. However, that's basically where the positives kind of end. I'm really kind of disappointed with the actual remake of this game. When I heard that there was going to be a full 3D remake of Secret of Mana, it blew my mind. I could not fathom how amazing this was going to be. Most people would have Final Fantasy VII as their oh my god insane remake. Secret of Mana was mine. Then I saw the screenshots and I was very, very disheartened. I almost wrote off the possibility of it being good at first, but I said, you know what? It's a remake of my favorite game of all time. I can't not play it. I'll go in, I'll give it a shot. Now, where to start? So much has changed in this, not just from a visual point of view. We'll start with the visuals. I do not like the visuals of this game. First off, the original sprite art, the 16-bit art, is gorgeous. That's just me personally, but it's heralded as one of the best looking Super Nintendo games and best looking sprite 16-bit art game, pixel art games. I can't really deny that. Now, the art style on this, it looks like a 3DS game. It looks like a high resolution 3DS game or a high resolution Vita game. I know it's on the Vita too, but it looks maybe even like a high res phone game. It's very disappointing from that side. A lot of the style was changed. When I look at certain enemies, when I look at bosses, they just don't look like what they originally were supposed to be. It's really disheartening on me from that point. Now, I'll get to the gameplay now in a minute because that's the biggest criticism I have. Secondly is the music. Now, the music in the original game is amazing. Again, one of the biggest praises the original Secret of Mana gets is its musical score. It's absolutely amazing. I even have the Japanese imported CD in the other room because it sounds so damn good, and I play it fairly regularly on my expensive ass stereo because I want to hear the amazingness in its best possible form. They completely butchered the majority of songs with the remixes in this. Whenever we went into a new area we heard new music for the first time, I would usually comment about, oh, here's a new song, I can't wait to see how this is remixed. Then a little bit into it, I'd be like, okay, it's changed, it's good, it's bad, it's whatever. I'd say about 95% of the songs in this game in the remixed version were pretty poor and butchered the original versions of the song and are terrible. One thing I do notice is that they give you the ability in the menu to switch back to the original soundtrack, something that they never mentioned pre-release, or if they did, I never saw it anywhere. But I pretty much kept up to date on this. It completely took me by surprise when I saw that it gave the option to use the original soundtrack. Personally, I would have loved to use the original soundtrack, but because I'm playing this on stream and all that, I thought it was only fair that we use the remix music to experience everything new, to get a proper grasp of it all. But I think the remix music completely butchered 95% of the soundtrack, and I was very, very disappointed in the actual music choice of it. Last up, gameplay. Now this is my biggest criticism on the gameplay side of it. So, yes, the game is Secret of Mana. The game has the Secret of Mana story. They took the actual gameplay engine and gameplay combat. Yes, it wasn't perfect back in the day. There was issues. There was exploits, if you will. But at the same time, it's the Secret of Mana we know and the Secret of Mana we love. And they changed so much in the combat and the gameplay are 99% of what you're going to be doing in this game. They changed it so much in so many ways that it just does not feel like the same game. That was so disappointing to me, and I held it back throughout the entire playthrough. It slipped out a couple of times where I would verbally say how some of the combat changes were annoying me and whatnot, but it's just so much was changed from the hit detection, from the way the enemies actually reel from their hits when the damage registers, some of the other things like say how it would take effect at the start of like the literal first frame of the animation actually going in. It just felt so off in... I really hope that's not too loud, it sounds really loud to me. But I really, really felt that the combat changes and the combat engine, even though they improved it, as they like to say, it really, really, really did not do this amazing masterpiece of a game justice. Overall, the Secret of Mana remake, to me, this remake we just played right now, does not do the original game justice. I am fairly unhappy with this overall. I know a lot of people had big issues with it, with the likes of returning the games, places giving it really, really low review scores. I don't want to go as extreme as giving it like a 2 out of 10 or something like that, but I don't want to put a number on it because that's too just generic and whatever. But at the same time, I don't even know what to say about it for that. Can I recommend this game to anyone at all? If you've played and loved the original, skip this game. It's not the game you know, it's not the game you love, and it will kind of annoy you when you get all the way through it, which is a damn shame, because don't forget, this game is a masterpiece. It's my favorite game of all time, and they did this to it. That's all I can say. Especially because the remake is €40 or $40, whatever it is you live in, but it's just not really worth it. And this is actually gonna kill me. This gets me every single time. This scene. Every single time. 25 years. Countless playthroughs. And this scene kills me. Just because I know what happened the entire time. We saw what happened the entire way through. And right before they went in to fight the Mana Beast, he didn't care. I can't put it into words. I'm a bit of an emotional wreck right now, I'm sorry. Even if it is an unjust remake, at the end of the day it's still Secret of Mana. And it's still the story of my favorite game ever, my favorite 3 characters ever. And that's that. But anyway, I'm gonna lose it if I leave this on too long, so okay, you can come out of it, but okay, I'm gonna calm it down. So that's it for the remake of Secret of Mana, the 2018 remake of the full 3D remake of my favorite game of all time. I want to thank absolutely anyone who has or is going to watch this. You guys in the stream chat as well. I mean, you saw how I was right now, and yeah, that's not often. That's not the game holds a special place in my heart, so despite what the remake and Square Enix may or may not have done to it, it's yeah, it's still something to me. So every single one of you, I want to thank absolutely everyone, for anyone who loves the game as much as I do, who appreciates it as much as I do, who maybe likes the remake, or maybe was disappointed by the remake, or however you felt about it. Maybe you love it, maybe you think it's a great remake. That's perfectly okay. It's just, to me, it's not the game I know and love for many reasons that we've already covered. So once again, thank every single one of you for being here as we went through the entire Secret of Mana remake, from falling off the waterfall in Polis Village to putting the sword back in the stone right outside it after we dealt with the whole Mana Beast, Mana Fortress, depletion of mana within the world, potential destruction, and losing the sprite. So thank every single one of you, and I will see you on whatever comes next. Don't know what it's going to be, but yeah. Peace out, everyone. Thank you so much, and don't tell anyone about what you just saw during the credits, because yeah, it's yeah. Okay, I feel better now anyway. I feel better. But yes, I'm just going to end it here. Thank you so much once again, because you make this what it is, not me. I'm just a guy playing games, and you guys are what make it what it is. Thank you so much. I know I can say it over and over again at this point, and I'm just repeating myself, but because it is so near and dear to my heart, you can understand why I'm a bit all over the place. I'm going to end it there because I'm just going to keep repeating myself. So lastly, one more time, thank you guys so much, and I will see you on whatever or whenever you choose to be here.